Happy Small Business Takeover, everyone. This is Sharece Crawford checking in from Crawford at Large. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Tag a friend right now. Tag a friend right now. Welcome to the Small Business Takeover. We are live at DC Now events. I am your co-host, your host today, Sharece Crawford, coming to you from Crawford at Large. I'm looking to celebrate all of our small business owners out there. Congratulations. You guys are going to get a really live interaction of what is happening in my world. And so I'd love to hear from you about what's happening in your world as we move forward with maximizing our business potentials in 2021 and beyond. So I'm rooting for you out there. I'm rooting for your families out there. I'm rooting for all of us to thrive in an ever-changing economy. So you're a part of the real live production right now. Tag a friend right now. I'm going to give us a few minutes. Share this live right now with as many business owners as you can, whether they've already started their business or they're looking to get started in business or they're interested in thinking about possibly considering business. Share this live right now. Text a friend, call a friend, because we are building community with our business endeavors. So I'll be right back. And let me know from you guys, what's some music that gets you going? You know, building business as an independent business owner is not easy. It's aggressive. There are going to be a lot of people who tell us no. We're going to get things wrong often. We're not always going to get it right. So we need to figure out what's our theme song, right? And so that's what we're going to talk about right now. So comment below before we get started. What's your theme song? What song gets you going? I have a few songs I'll play, but I want to build a business takeover playlist after this, okay? I want us to talk about what's going to keep us in the mood, what's going to keep us pumped when we are concerned, when we're panicked, when we're unaware of what the future looks like. What's that theme song for you that's going to get you in the mood? Marvin Gaye? Okay, we want to thank DC Now events for hosting such a powerful platform. We know that these are challenging times, but together we're going to get through this. We hear a lot of information on the airwaves. There's a lot of information being spread out, but we're now locked in on building our brands, building our businesses, bringing our families into wealthy places and out of economic despair, especially if you have a family like mine who descends from American slavery. And so I'm grateful for my ancestors who paved the way for us to have this conversation today. And it would be remiss if I did not pay homage to all those who have gone before me in the hopes of building economic power. And so again, we're going to get in the mood. I'm going to play something really quickly. And so we got a Marvin Gaye request. Tag below what's your get in the mood song as we get riled up for 2021. We want to get jazzed up and we want to play the songs and keep that theme song in our heads for when days when like I had today where it was a tough day to get through the morning. We want to keep that theme song in our head so that when we're uncertain about whether or not the deal is going to close, whether the bank is going to approve the loan, whether the house is going to go into foreclosure, whether we're going to be able to feed the children, whatever that thing may be that you're concerned about right now, that you are intentionally building your business about right now, we want to get you in good spirits so that we can move forward as one. So we said Marvin Gaye played What's Going On. So let's go ahead and put some Marvin Gaye on, paying homage to Marvin Gaye here. Tag a friend, share a friend, and let's get everybody in the mood to take over their 2021. What's Going On by Marvin Gaye is a great example of the times we are living in. This is exactly what's happening. We all saw the attacks on the Capitol the other day. We all saw the impact of that. And whether you are following online, whether you're live or replaying this message, we're rooting for all of us to overcome hatred, to overcome bigotry, to overcome everything that makes us feel superior over one another, because we are all one. So I'm here getting my tunes together, and I'm going to go over 4 key components, okay? So I want us to get started. If you're taking notes on this, take some notes. Grab your notepad out on your phone. Grab your notepad out on your computer. I prefer actual handwritten notes. I prefer actually using my binder, which is where I've written all my plans. So those are the 2 most important things you want to have right now. Your notebook and your calendar, whether that's managed by you or someone else. But these are the 2 most important things that's going to get you up and running in your 2020 career. For those that are just getting started, and for those who are obviously mastered in this area, these are some things that's really going to propel where you are. So this is why we need production here. Next time we're going to have my production team in-house. Okay, but I really want to cue this song up. Like I said, it's been an interesting time going to war against a domestic terrorist. Here we go, right here. It's been an interesting time in our history as we go to war against domestic terrorism in our communities, where we're experiencing gun violence at all-time high and trauma at severe high notes. We're burying children, we're burying mothers, we're burying women. That level of domestic terrorism that we learned, that we see passed down through the domestic terrorism that we saw at the U.S. Capitol. And so all of these things are happening around us. We must band together. We must lock arms and really build our own marketplace within our community. And the first note, again, I said I'm going to give us 4 key points here today. And I want you to take some notes here because these are really, really important notes. And then Marvin Gaye is queued up here. So we're queuing up our theme song. We're getting us in the mood. We're getting us ready. This is an important part of history right now. We are a part of a historic movement. We are building economic power in the midst of several pandemics. And Marvin Gaye is going to set us off. And you get that song for you. Comment below. Comment what that song is for you below. And I'm going to get you these points to get you in and out, but I want to get you mentally prepared for what we're up against. There's far too many of us dying. You know we've got to find to bring some love in here today. Yeah. We need more love in our communities. Father, we need more love in our homes. We're dealing in challenging times, and you on this call, you watching live, you watching the replay, you are a part of that. So make sure you can hear me okay. I'm going to turn this down. I'm going to turn this down a little bit in the background. And I'm going to give us these points. And I want us to take them to the bank. I want us to take it to cash in on all of those resources made available with our PPP, with the stimulus. We want to really take this community building conversation everywhere we go. Okay? So take out your pen, share a friend, tag a friend. Point number 1. Again, this is Sharece Crawford coming to you through DC Now, Small Business Takeover. Follow us at Crawford at Large, at District Influencers. What we're doing right now is giving you 4 key points on what you can do to build community as you build your business. Point number 1 is your wellness. Obviously, most of us are focused on building our bank accounts. We're focused on maximizing every opportunity. We're focused on being present on the front lines. We're focused on being present for our families. All of those areas will work well when you are well. All of the areas that you are trying to work well will work well when you are well. Self-preservation is not selfish. You are your number 1 priority. Your family needs you to be well as your number 1 priority. We need us to be exercising, whatever that is for you. We have personal training services available at Get Strong Fitness, We Fit DC, Coach T at the Hard Gym Training, Jim Jones. I mean, there are so many trainers that we can connect you with. Let's stay connected to get you access to fitness. We need your nutrition to be well. What are you putting in your bodies? What are we eating? How are we taking care of ourselves? Let's get that as a part of our wellness plan. How is our mental health? Are we seeking counseling? We are seeking all wellness professionals, mental health professionals, to help support a population, to decriminalize or rather to end the stigma of us going to get mental health support. So this is a part of our wellness. This is the most important part of anything we're going to talk about today, because none of it works if we don't work. I also was a part of the burnout, and burnout is real. I burnt out, my hair burnt out. I was not well. I wasn't eating well. I wasn't eating as regularly as I should. And that was a problem. And so again, you're tuned into DC Now. I'm at Crawford at Large, and we're talking about the 4 key points that you can do right now to build community as we're building our businesses. Okay, so number 1 is your wellness, mental, mind, body, spirit, soul. Mind, body, spirit, soul. Exercise, eat well, love often, forgive even more. Release the hate. Let it go. It is going to be toxic for you as you try to focus on being clear on your vision for your business and your brand. We need you to succeed. Okay, so number 1 is your wellness. Number 2, getting out of competition with the people that we're supposed to be building with. That's number 2. This is Sharece Crawford, checking the DC Now events from Crawford at Large, going over the 4 key components on building community as you build your business. Number 2, getting out of competition with the people that we think are our competitors. Right now, there's a huge opportunity to maximize on all PPE funding, personal protection funding, personal paycheck funding, as well as funding from the Small Business Administration. These payments can be easily rejected if there's one thing that your business does not have. But if there's another thing that another business has and or support that they can provide you, you want to maximize your opportunity. As I said on a board before reviewing grants, the people who received the grants were those who built coalition, those who found people in their community who offered services that complemented what they were offering. And maybe if this is a case where, let's say we're looking for mental health professionals, we want to find as many as we can to meet the growing demand. So we're not in competition. The mental health specialists aren't in competition with the other mental health specialists. They are just maximizing their potential to serve a large variety of people. Similar to the demand for nutritionists. The nutritionists and the fitness professionals are not in competition. They actually can complement each other when applying for larger funding. So getting out of competition with the people that we're supposed to be building community with is number 2. Number 1 was our wellness, mind, body, spirit, and soul. Again, you're tuned into DC Now events. I'm Sharece Crawford, joining you from at Crawford at Large. And we're going to go into our district influencers piece, where we talk about our point number 4. Our point number 3. Learning you and your brand, the DNA of your brand. Learning the DNA of your identity. Learning who you are, your core self, your most authentic self, the you who you were before society tried to tell you who you needed to be. The you who you are that is at the core of you building this brand. Why are you doing it? Because here's the thing. When the why is big enough, I'm logging to my computer here, and I'll share with you guys that getting set up here today was a little bit complicated, and that's another thing that you're going to go through as you're building through 2021. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. You have to expect the opposition. The people who you think are going to support you are not going to support you. But you're looking for the people who will, and that's the focus. You're looking for the people who will. Some will, some won't, so what? And you're on to the next. That's a bonus. So I'm pulling up here number 3. Learning the DNA of you, because the DNA of you, your personal story, your makeup, who you are is the foundation of whatever your product is, whatever your service is. This is the core of your brand, of your business. This is the soul. This is the DNA. This is the fabric. It is significant to know why I want to support your business over the individual that does the same work, unless you've already developed a partnership with those individuals to say we're going to build a strong coalition because we want to really make a big impact. And I recommend building the strongest possible coalition with like minds as we possibly can. because that is a winning ticket for success. So we're pulling up point number 4. Again, this is Sharece Crawford checking in with you from Crawford at Large at District Influencers. We are going over the 4 key elements of building community with your brand. And I want you to share this video right now because number 1 was a bonus. That was your wellness, mind, body, spirit, and soul. Number 2 is the DNA of you. Number 2 was getting out of competition with the people that you're supposed to be building with. That was number 2. And number 3 was learning the DNA of you, learning how to powerfully tell your story. And this is an area where I actually provide coaching for people who want to really be their authentic selves. They want to talk about their lived experiences because there's no formal education that can outweigh your added value from your lived experiences. That's the DNA of you. That's the DNA of you, and that's so significant. And so I'm going to pull up our 4th point here. I don't know if you're watching, Nels. We are live right now at DC Now events. We're live, and this is Sharece Crawford checking in from Crawford at Large. And we are talking about the 4 components of building community. And I'm going to pull up the 4th point here. Number 1 was your wellness. Number 2 was getting out of competition with the people that you should be building with. And let me pull up number 3. Master the art and science of being you. That's the DNA of you, number 3. And number 4, it's not your job to solve every problem. I'm going to say that again. It is not your job to solve every problem. If you are like me, you are an empath, which simply means that you are either caring deeply or not at all. Excuse me. And 95% of the time, I'm caring very deeply about my community. I'm caring very deeply about the state of affairs within our country, globally. 9 times out of 10, I am an overcarer. My ex called me a care bear. He says, he'd call me and say, well, what are we caring about today? And today, at that point, I was ashamed. Why do I care so much? Why can't I not be concerned? But today, I'm no longer ashamed of caring. Today, I feel empowered by my ability to care in a world where many have stopped caring. In a world where many have looked the other way, I'm grateful to still care. And I say this to say, again, it is not your job to solve every problem. I hope that the mission and vision for your business, for your product, for your service is big enough that it solves some of the pressing challenges that we see here today. And I'll start with what we built and what we developed and why we're recruiting wellness professionals, why we're recruiting health professionals. We developed a 12-month curriculum that is applied to your organization, whether that be to support your workforce in making sure they are in peak performance, hosting virtual events and or in-person events to bring high quality energy to the workplace, to enhance your workplace productivity for your business and your brand. And again, this plan is customizable. It is a 12-month plan, customizable to your business needs, to your organizational needs, designed to heal and recover our communities. And we've also developed a curriculum that can be personalized to you as an individual. We want you as an individual, back to point number 1, to be well. Because when you are well, mind, body, spirit, soul, and you forgive often, and you release any form of hatred that you have, you release all the disappointment that you have, you will move freely into the direction of your dreams, into the direction of your business growth. So the wellness curriculum is significant for individuals and it's significant for businesses. I'll give you a personal story before I have to wrap up. Again, we just went over the 4 key elements to building community while building your business. Number 1 was your wellness. Staying fit, mind, body, spirit, soul, and spiritually. Your wellness is important because burnout is real. Listening to meditation videos, listening to them through the night. I often listen to meditation through the night, and that gets me mentally prepared as I rest. And then I'll meditate again when I wake up, and then I may have a challenging day working in crisis management and strategic planning, and need to have a meditation session in the middle of the day. Or I need to have a meditation session or a workout session in the middle of the day. But whatever that thing is for you, find that thing for you that's going to help you release the tension and the frustrations to get you back on pace. We started out listening to Marvin Gaye. What's going on? Finding that theme song that you have playing in your head 24/7 so that when you're uninterested, unconcerned, when you're frustrated, the deal didn't close, the lights went off, the kids need a ride to school, or the internet's down, whatever the case may be, that theme song is going to get you through that thing. And creating a healing tribe. That's what we're creating at District Influencers. Along with our partners in Care Network, which we are now members of, in the Psychiatric Institute of Washington. We have partners around the city and the country who are bringing wellness and recovery services as a partner of our Care Network. And then individually, for your individual fitness and nutrition needs, we are here to support you. So number 1, wellness. Number 2, get out of competition with the people that you're supposed to be building with. Instead, build coalitions. If you find 10 fitness professionals or 10 tech professionals that are in your area, build a coalition. I've been on Clubhouse listening to groups of photographers. My allergies aside, they wanted to cut up right now. It has been phenomenal to hear how to learn from millionaires, learning about the stock market. But get out of competition with the people you should be building with so that you can build your business and build community. Number 3, master the art and science of being you. The DNA of you is what's going to push you over the hump. Because when the why is strong enough, the why that you're building your business, the why that this is your vision, the why that you must come out of any financial challenges that you have, or you must bring the next generation out of any financial problems. The why will lead you to the how. So master the art and science of being you. Master the DNA of being you. And number 4, it's not your job to solve every problem. And you take the problem that you're working to solve and you magnify that problem until it is unpenetratable, until every person sees your vision. Even if they don't understand it, they see it, they feel it, they understand it. You magnify the problem that you're created to solve because it is a significant piece. Your vision. Everyone on this line, everyone watching the replay, wherever you may be in the world, your vision matters. Your vision is a very significant piece of a very complicated puzzle. And we need you and your vision to succeed. Thank you so much, DC Now Events. This is Sharece Crawford. Stay connected at Crawford at Large. I didn't have the pin-up section here, but please stay connected. We're going to share this video live so that you can replay it. We want you to share with your friends, share with your neighbors. Stay connected with us on all platforms at Crawford at Large and District Influencers. We're already in our calendar now up until February, so please schedule an appointment for us to be a part of what you're working on. Please schedule an appointment for us to engage in your powerful initiatives because we want to stay plugged in. And so if there are any questions, I have about 2 minutes left before I have to jump off of here and let you go back to your life. But thank you for sharing space with me. Thank you for sharing your time and energy. I'm sending love and blessings to your families, to any loved ones on the sick and shut-in list. I'm sending blessings to them, to our children trying to virtually learn in the middle of a pandemic and trying to understand why racism is still real and alive in our country. I'm praying for all of us to best explain the realities of our times, and that we will rise up and rise above the challenges that we face ahead. Because listen, somebody once told me, they said tough times don't last. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. And we're stronger than the challenges ahead. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna jam out. Oh, this is chemistry. See, and sometimes you need to slow it down a little bit. You know, sometimes you need to go out on a slow note. So I'm gonna let Kim take us on out. 7:59. Thank you for your time. I love us, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of us at the beach and definitely at the bank making large withdrawals. I love us. Good night, everyone.